What's going on, guys? This is Cole, aka Proximitty, bringing you another skill jump tutorial today, this time on the brand new map, Overgrown. This map came out today. I'm filming it the day of it releasing. It's pretty exciting. It's a plaza alternate, and it's pretty neat. I like it a lot. It looks really nice, and we found a couple pretty neat spots on it. Like I said, it's the first day, so I'm sure there's something we missed. If you know of anything that we didn't cover here, just go ahead and comment that below. But to get started, we're down here at the bottom where the truck is. Quite obviously, you can jump off of this truck and clamber right into this mid window, but there's a couple other neat things you can do with it that we figured out. For one, if you're coming from this side of it, you can jump and your feet will catch on this windshield, and you can jump up and then turn around and clamber up. So that's quicker than trying to run all the way around, and if you're getting chased, you just might be able to pull that off quickly enough and just hop right up. You can actually do it fluidly with one hop. It's a little bit difficult to do. I did it a couple times, but that was a little bit faster. So that's a neat one. Alternatively, if you're going to jump off this windshield and you don't want to go up to top mid, you can actually make it up to that window if you hit it properly. It won't let me clamber. There we go. Alright, jump off this tire to the sign and then back up to the window. That's a pretty quick way to get up to this window, and if you do it fast enough, as you see there, it really doesn't take a long time. You'd think it would, making that angle, but you can do that and quickly make it to that window if that's where you're trying to go. From each window here, you're able to, if you take one sprinting step, jump and thruster, and then clamber. And you can do that on the way back too, as you see Dallas just did. So that's pretty neat. And I think that's all the jumps that we found with the truck. Moving away from the truck now, up to the grassy area, they call it the knoll. You are able to jump off of this hill into that window. So now over here by these pipes, if you stand on the left side of them and aim towards the left part of the window or where these little vines are growing, you're able to take a sprinting step, jump, crouch, and clamber in. So that's a pretty neat little jump to get to top mid. You can also do that with a thruster. It makes it a little bit easier. But if you keep, if you can do it without the thruster, keep your momentum, you can have your thruster for when you get into top mid. But that one's a little bit tricky, as you see I messed up there. But you can, you can definitely do that. These blue corners are not able to be jumped on, strangely. So that's a little disappointing. That's why it makes it necessary to start up here and get that sprinting start. A little bit easier, but not every situation will be able to do it. If you're in this taller part, this little elevation, this little platform, you can just thrust her across and clamber. So that's obviously the recommended method because it's faster. Not faster, but it's easier to do. I would say it's faster to do it from the pipes. Coming from this window, though, if you aim towards this tree in the corner, doing this right, you can jump, thruster, and hide in this tree. So this is a pretty neat little sneaky spot. I don't really know what the benefits would come from it. If this is a stronghold map, which I feel like it would be, and there's a stronghold somewhere maybe in this area or maybe down below, this might be a really neat spot to catch people off guard. But in any case, it's just kind of a fun hiding spot, so you can, if you like trolling people, you can do that. Anyways, it's neat. So that's one that we found, and you can just jump out of it pretty easily. So that is a neat little spot. Alright, so moving away from the grassy knoll area, coming up this way, we found a couple nice little hiding spots. And as you just noticed, you were unable to see Dallas hiding in this nice little corner. He found this earlier. If you're coming up the stairs, you are unable to see that person. So if you were trying to catch somebody off guard, you can hide in that place. Watch out, man. Let me jump in there. You can't walk into it? Oh, actually, you can walk into it. You just gotta hit it at the right angle. Okay. So you can walk into it, or you can jump. Sometimes I just prefer to jump because it's a little weird. But that's really neat. Like I said, as you saw, you can't see that person. So that's an easy backsmack for them if they do so. Yeah, so that's a neat little hiding spot. But coming back down this way, we're just going to keep moving around the map, trying to keep it in a pretty fluid circular motion. There's a couple neat jumps over here on this part of the map. If you come around over here towards this little garage door, you are able to clamber up on top of this as long as you hit it from the side. And you are able to peek this little flank if you stand over here by this tree. So it's a pretty neat little spot. You're not going to be super well hidden, but it should benefit you by giving you first shot if somebody's trying to flank. So that's pretty nice. Another neat little hiding spot if you're trying to be sneaky. If you jump next to this little pillar here, you can crouch into this pipe. If you land it properly, you won't fall through, but you can stand right on it. And that's a neat little spot. Nice and little sneaky spots. Everybody likes those. Coming around in the main portion of this side of the map, you are able to get on top of these little pillars if you hit this bench properly. So if you're standing on these benches, you can do this on either pillar. You're able to aim towards the corner on either side, jump and clamber up, and you can stand on the top of these. Obviously, nice little place to have elevation. That's good in pretty much any scenario to try to have the high ground. But you're able to do that. That one's a little bit tricky. You're gonna have to practice that one a little bit because it doesn't always let you clamber. Okay, so moving into the blue room, There are a couple neat little jumps that I'm pretty excited about. This is my favorite room that we found things in, personally. All these little extrusions from the wall, these little light pieces, you're able to jump on, which provide a nice surprise element. You know, if somebody's rounding a corner in a door, you just have that high ground. That's pretty nice. But the exciting ones are the ones that Dallas is standing on right here, as you see. There's 3 of them in here. One here that's a little bit taller. One there that's a little shorter. This one is unable to be clambered because of this little piece above it. It won't let you do it. But if you come at these and hit them from the side, they will let you clamber up. And it's a pretty neat thing to catch people off guard. And if you do this right, you can do something really, really neat with them and try to pull off a nice ground pound. So if Dallas can simulate this for me real quick, let's say he's challenging me right here, and I'm straight behind this pillar, and I'm weak. So I'm running, and he's chasing me. I can jump up, clamber up, turn around, and ground pound him. And from that height, you are able to kill him. So you have a high enough ground pound in order to get the full kill effect, and that's really sweet. I think that would be a really, really nice play if somebody could do that properly. And even if you don't ground pound somebody from jumping off that, you could at least catch them off guard by being a whole lot higher up in the air than they're expecting. As you can see, there's a little bit that goes into the timing of it, but it's a super cool thing, and obviously would be really neat to use in game. I'm excited to use that, I think, if somebody tries to chase me from over here. Moving back out to this part of the map, coming down here we have a couple neat little jumps as well. You can jump off this little corner here and bounce right into mid. So if you don't want to be predictable and come into this window, which clearly has a jump up, you can do that, and it's also very quick. Doesn't take long. Very fluid. Easy stuff. A couple neat little hiding spots out here. You can jump on these little rusty metal pieces and jump into these corners. You can do that on this side, or as you see Dallas is doing on the other side. As you can see, I can barely see him, so that's a really neat spot. Once again, if this is a strongholds map, I feel like this might be a strongholds area. Right down here, somewhere bottom mid, that's a very good spot. I feel like that would be a super nice spot. If somebody's over here, they wouldn't be looking for him, or they wouldn't be able to see him, and he's just in a really good position. There's also one more really cool spot that we found out here, and there's multiple ways to get to it. But if you see this little, I think that's supposed to be a leaf or something, you are able to jump and land on that. So you can jump, thrust, and clamber it. Have a nice little hiding spot. You can do that from this window. And you can also do that to help you get into the window, as you saw. You can jump off this corner, thrust to it, and one more way to get to it, and also this is able to be clambered on, if it would let me do it. As you can see, you can also clamber on this piece, jump up on this sign, and you can run and jump up to it. That's a pretty neat little spot, extra little way to catch people off guard, especially because this map is new. A lot of people aren't going to know about it. So I actually think that's going to end it for all the things that we found just jumping around on the first day on this map. I'm sure there's something that we missed. There's probably always something that we're all going to miss. So if you guys can find something that I didn't cover here, let me know. I'm really interested. This is a new map. I like it a lot. I only got to play it once matchmaking, but I thought it played pretty well, and I'm excited to play it again in the future. And I already got to implement some of these jumps that we found. They're pretty neat. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys learned something. And let me know if you would have any more recommendations of any of the other new maps. I plan to do all of them, but if there's something you'd like to prioritize, make sure you leave that in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys later. Holy shit!